Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In this video we are going to be diving into the lore of the Stick War games. All the way from Stick War 1 to parts of Stick War 3. But before we start, I would like to mention some things. Number 1, Inamorta is a planet, not a continent. There is no specified date on where Stick War starts. And I do not know where the people of South Inamorta came from, but we do know they came after the air elementals started battling the fire elementals. Now let's start. V, the god of the elementals and the god of the world, creates a planet known as Inamorta. Ancient Inamorta was inhabited by the water and earth elementals. This would be confirmed in V's poem.
For 1,000,000 years, the two elements would populate the world. V would watch, impressed, until the inevitable unfurled. The elemental populations reached beyond capacity. Water would claim the oceans, while earth would claim the trees. They fought ferocious battles and borders only grew. Though they could not live without each other, so what were they to do? V became angry at what they had become.
For an unknown, and an inevitable reason, the water and earth elementals waged war on each other. This led to V, god of Inamorta, getting angry. During the war between the two elements, the fire elementals watched as V creates the air elementals. They wanted to be gods like V, but their only magic was hate. Their magic was not able to create truly pure and benevolent beings. So they ended up creating the Chaos Empire, like mentioned in V's poem.
Fire used the elements to make their powers grow. They witnessed the creation of air and tried to create something of their own. They wanted to be gods like V, but their only magic was hate. Creating the Chaos Empire was their only fate. This new empire could live and die and truly had a soul. Their love of life and fear of death made them too powerful to control.
Chapter 2, Stick War 1. An unknown time later, Zarek and his brother Zalaros rise and presumably start creating an early nation that would turn out to be huge. During those early days, people were far more barbaric and violent. Some of the leaders that rose up during this time were Archis, the founder of the Archidons; Wrathnar, the founder of the Swordwrath; Magus, the founder of the Magicil; and Mera, the founder of the Merrics. The people of South Inamorta followed their chosen founder. They would religiously follow their ways and weapons. They would spread what they think is the way of life across all other nations and are dedicated to teaching their policies through all other nations through what their leaders claim to be divine intervention, also known as war. But you, the Order Empire, did not worship weapons as gods. This turns you into a mark for infiltration by the surrounding nations. The only way to survive is to attack them and obtain the technology to bring order. Now, with Order trying to conquer the nations, the first Great War of Inamorta breaks out. This would turn out relatively successful for Order as they were able to rise up to the top and conquers all of the nations. The founders would join Order, which leads to Order's army being multiplied, therefore becoming an empire that dominated all of South Inamorta, including No Man's Land, which is assumed to be the Chaos Empire's territory. Now Stick War 2, many of the nations Order once had control over have rebelled against Order because they think they have brought chaos instead of order. Order would reclaim their control over the nations. They would get to No Man's Land where Order will confront Medusa.
You fools thought Inamorta belonged to you. We have been here all along, biding our time, crowing with the power, while your armies destroy themselves in battles over land that belongs to me. But now you have enslaved my babies, and I will wait no more. Now you will feel the wrath of the Chaos Empire!
Today we come together representing each of the rebel nations to offer a truce. We wish to join your Order Empire. Clearly, there is a bigger threat that we cannot face alone. That monster was right. All we've been doing for years is making ourselves weak. Today, we can unite and share this new land so none shall live as rebels again.
Medusa explains how she was here all along growing while Order's empire destroy themselves while trying to reclaim the land they have lost. The rebels after join Order once again to defeat the Chaos Empire because they were in need of defeating Medusa before she gets too powerful, so Order back at its prime traverses through the land of chaos, getting all the way to Medusa's gate where it would come down to one final battle to bring justice and order to Inamorta. Order ends up turning out victorious, deleting all signs of chaos, or so they have thought. Medusa has a child called Petra, we know nothing about her. She will likely appear in the Stick War 3 campaign. After this, the founders had a fine and stable relationship with King Zarek. We know this because no wars nor rebellions broke out for a long time. Zarek also has a wife, Queen Iris. Zarek and Iris had many children. They are known as the royal siblings. The children in question, in predicted order of age, are Kichu being the oldest, after Thera, Shade, Icaron, Xiphos, Adikai who is unconfirmed, and finally Atreyos. The royal siblings would face their founder counterpart in the trials. Adikai defeated Spiros. After Adikai's short reign on the Speartons, Atreyos takes control of the Speartons instead of Spiros. Shade secretly recruited some Elite Swordwrath and trained them to be deadly assassins that would follow the way of the Shadow. Zalaro succeeded Magus as the leader of the Magikill. Lavish is the founder of the Miners and was never succeeded. He is also nicknamed the God of Gold, Emperor of Kings, and Godfather of the Majestic, Lavish. The founders felt betrayed by Zarek. They would create new nations. This time they infused their weapons of choice with magic. Wrathnar would get fire abilities, Magus would get voltaic powers, Spiros would get ice abilities, Arcas would get leaf abilities, Mara would get vampiric abilities. It seems like they want to rebel against the Order Empire.